fans, haters, hello, and welcome back to another video. Hi, my name is Erica. If you're new here, thanks for clicking on this video. I hope you stick around. Maybe, give us a good old thumbs up and subscribe if you like the vibe. It's a summer favorites video. I'm so excited. I've been loving these kind of like seasonally favorites. We've got a bunch of things to go through. I'm gonna kick it off with our first, which is gonna be kind of skincare. We actually have a lot of skincare, and I think it's because as the seasons change, I kind of change up my skincare products and changing based off of my needs. I'm accidentally starting with a more expensive product, but one of the first things I want to talk about is this moisturizer that I've been using from Bobbi Brown. This is the Hydrating Face Cream from Bobbi Brown. I think it's definitely a slightly more expensive product compared to some other ones I've talked about before, but I feel like it's just so amazing. It's actually the only thing I have on my skin right now. I don't have any makeup or anything, and I feel like you can kind of tell I've got a little bit of a glow. Just saying. My skin's been really good over the last few weeks. I have like one spot here, but besides that, like my dark spots have cleared up so much. But as you can see, it's a little bit of a, I don't know if the word is like fluffier, but it's a little bit fluffier and a little bit lighter compared to other products. I'm just gonna rub it in because no product left behind. You don't waste anything, pay good money for this. I'm gonna use it all. It's definitely much lighter compared to other moisturizers, and so I especially like that in the summer. In the summer, I don't like to have a lot on my face, so that comes to skincare as well. I did mention this actually in my last video, which is this the like peeling solution mask by The Ordinary. It's this like creepy red one. I've used it a bunch more times since then. When I first did it in the spring video, I used it I think one time. I've been using this weekly. I do it on Sundays. I swear I've never found another product that was so inexpensive that worked so well so quickly. You literally get instant results from this after one use. You're not supposed to use it too often, and especially if you have sensitive skin, they don't suggest using it. Or if you have compromised skin, like I actually can't use this for a few days because I've got a little bit of a breakout going on here. Or if I do use it, I just can't use it in that area. But I use this about once a week. I do it Sunday nights. I've tried to make it a routine. A little self-care Sunday, Another on the skincare is this duo from Tarte. I've been using this especially more in the summer just because, like I said, I don't like a lot on my skin ever, but especially in the summer. Like in the summer when you're gonna be sweating more, when you're outside more, you don't want to like be worried about like just feeling caked on. So I love the Maracuja oil from Tarte, as well as the Maracuja C Brightening Eye Treatment. Both are really good, and I feel like both give my skin a lot of extra hydration. And especially the eye treatment, you put it right under your eyes. It's vitamin C, so it helps to kind of wake up like your eyes and your skin, and especially those like bags that you're gonna get in the morning. I find that you don't need a lot to do well, and it again kind of leaves your skin very dewy and very glowy, but without actually wearing any makeup. We're kind of transitioning now from skincare into makeup actually. I've got a few products that I've been using a lot lately. One product that I've been loving is the Opening Act Lash Primer. I have pretty long eyelashes and they're curled, and obviously my hair is dark. So I've never done fake eyelashes or anything like that. Like I never wear extensions, but I do, when I'm doing full glam, getting dressed up, I still want my eyelashes all like out and about. So one thing that this does is it kind of helps enhance your mascara. So you put it on first, and it goes on like a clearish white. I'll show you guys. Let's see. Hope you can see that. I'm closing my eye. I don't know why. So it goes on like a clearish white, and then you put your mascara on right after that. And I can say the difference is very noticeable, and again, for something that's not expensive but will make your other product go longer. So you put this on and then put a swipe or two of mascara, and compared to doing like 5, 6, 7 swipes, it's definitely worth the money. And again, it's actually not expensive. Also, I forgot about this. When you get it from Tarte, it actually comes with a little mini mascara. What? Like I said, I don't like a lot on my skin. I feel like I've said that now 3 times in this video. Another thing that I love by Tarte is the Maracuja Tinted Hydrator. I treat this like a foundation in the summer. I mean, I do it year round, but especially in the summer, I'll definitely go and grab this way more often than I'll grab a normal foundation because it is tinted and pigmented like a foundation, and it does provide a decent amount of coverage, but it's just not as thick as traditional foundations. So I especially will go and use this in the summertime. Not a Tarte one that I've been using for a long time is the Gimme Brow Benefit like eyebrow thing. What I love about it is it's very light. I feel like in the summer, I don't want to fill in my eyebrows when I'm doing makeup. I feel like something about that. It's just more of a winter fall vibe for me, where in the summer and kind of spring, I don't like my eyebrows as dark. I don't know if that makes sense, but that's just, I feel like what I do. Like I just don't color in and like pencil in my eyebrows. I just kind of do this. And what it is, it's just like a little tinted mini brush. So you basically just like, oh, can I see it? I can't. Brush, 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 brush. And then wham bam, you got a bit more of definition to your brows. And because it's so light, yes, this is a mini version. They have big ones. I just have like 10 of these minis, and so I just like these. I use the shade number 3, which I think they come through 1 through 5. 5 being the darkest, 3 being the middle, 1 being like the blondest. I like it also because then again, not too dark, gives it a little bit of a tint, and then it kind of brushes and shapes my brows without being too like caterpillar, you know? And then last but not least, for like the kind of beauty makeup products, is Tower 28. Now, I have been a long time wanting to try Tower 28. I followed them for quite a few months. I think it's like they were doing a giveaway with another brand that I really liked, and I was like, oh, I actually like them. Let me stick around and see what they do. They're a brand new brand, very young in terms of like makeup, and they're one of the only, I think they're the only brand, yeah, so they are the only brand to 100% follow the National Eczema Association's ingredients guidelines. So they're especially really good for sensitive skin. I got the Power Duo I got from Sephora, but you can also get it directly from their website. And this is gonna be a lip and cheek like duo. Now, I've never tried a cream like blush before, and this is the Beach Please. Yeah, so this is the Beach Please, which is what it's called. I think that's their cream brush, what they call their cream blushes, in the color Power Hour. And then this is their like lip jelly, I think they call it. Yeah, Shine On Lip Jelly in the color Cashew. I have been loving this duo. Like I've literally only been using it for about a week and a half, and I'm obsessed. It's really interesting. I've never used a cream bronzer, cream blush before, but it's super easy. I mean, you literally have it, and then you just, and then you see it. Look at how much it came off from just that, and you're supposed to just like tap, 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 and then you're supposed to blend it in. I should have done this in the mirror. Oh, oh, oh. Well, it looks like something. But yeah, and then it's super easy. You just blend it in, and then you're good to go. But highly recommend, especially for a brand that's a bit newer, a bit upcoming. I think they literally just got over to the UK. You can find them through Cult Beauty in the UK. In America, I think either Sephora or directly from their own website. I don't know about other countries. Sorry, guys. All right, now moving over quickly to hair. I literally only have one thing this time, and that is going to be the Curl Scrunch Controlling Gel by Garnier, or Garnier Fructis, I don't know, whichever you want to call it. Now this is going to be on the 3 of the hold scale, which I really like because I feel like it's not going to leave your hair as super crunchy and like ramen noodly. I mean, I literally have it in my hair right now, and my hair is not too crunchy. It's still kind of drying because I only took a shower not, you know, an hour or so ago. But you can tell my hair is not too crunchy and like shiny like you get from other gels. And for a product that's like a store, you can easily find at like a drugstore, I've really been loving it. I mean, the bottle's nearly gone. So I've been pairing this with my Miss Jessie's, and it's like super quick curly girl routine. I know I've done some supplements before. I don't do too many when it comes to supplements. One thing I've been using from a supplement company is the Immunity Gummies by Alani Nu. I have been loving these. I don't even remember why I started getting them, but I think I just did. Maybe it was one of those things that was gonna get me free shipping on something. But obviously a gummy vitamin is super easy to take. This is what they look like. They kind of look like a little soury chew. They definitely have a peachy flavor to them, I think. And what they are, it's essentially vitamin C and D, and then mixed with elderberry. Elderberry is a very natural, like, natural herbal source. I feel like that's the word, maybe. That's really good for like sickness preventative. My mom's gonna be like, you make up words. I know I do. But it's really good for helping you not get sick, and especially in this crazy time, I've just been taking them to enhance my immune system, make sure I'm staying as healthy as I can all year round. And I've gotta say, I have not gotten a cold or really any sort of sickness at all, especially as we went into flu season. So I think they're working pretty good. On the kind of theme of like fitnessy, because I guess supplements are kind of fitnessy. So continuing on that, let's talk about Lane 8, okay? Now, I feel like I was pretty late to the party. I have a bunch of friends who are like, you know, influencers and like work with Lane 8, and they're Lane 8 athletes, I guess. And if you're not familiar with Lane 8, Lane 8 is a shoe brand, but they're extremely sustainable. I know, I think that there's something like 6 or 7 like plastic bottles goes into every single pair of shoes. They're meant to be designed so that you don't need another pair of shoes. Like, they're a flat bottom good for squatting. They're nice and flexible, so good for like running and things like that, breathable. So they're meant to be like a very good like cross trainer, I guess is the word for it, because they can expand it, because they can go across various different like purposes. I will say these are pretty expensive. It was really something that for me was almost not a turn off in terms of purchasing them, but for me, I've got small feet. I can literally shop the kids section in stores. So going from being able to pay like $30 for a good sneaker to, I think these are like $90, maybe $95. For me, that's like a pretty big jump. I feel like the average sneaker costs like from 60 to 1 something. So I feel like in retrospect, it's actually not that bad, especially because it is a sustainable brand with good ethos. That's one thing I really like a lot. I feel like I've been making more purchases with that in mind, more and more often. But they had a spring sale, so they were 20% off or 25% off if you use one of their athlete codes. I have a bunch of friends who are athletes with them, so I actually will leave their links in the description below. So if you want to check them out, definitely use one of my girls' codes, because it will support them, and also it saves you, I think that they're back to normal, it's just 10%, but still will save you a solid like $10 here and there. But when these go on sale, I definitely think they're worth it to buy because they're a little bit more inexpensive. But for full price, I teeter between. I definitely have gone on to browse again, but when they go on sale again, I definitely think that they're something that you should snag. And I mean, I've had a good experience wearing them so far. So yeah. That was unnecessary. What is next? What is next? Oh my gosh, I'm already tired from doing this. This is a long video. This might be a long video. Sugar biscuits. Okay. Now, for me, a big summer necessity is a good, reliable water bottle. I got this water bottle for my birthday from Chuck. I absolutely love it. If you can tell, it is Buzz Lightyear. Now, this is both like this specific water bottle, which is by Funko. They have cool like designs that are, you know, based off of like TV characters and things like that, just like the Funko Pop dolls. But in general, I feel like a good water bottle is so beneficial in terms of drinking extra water. So this is not only the specific bottle I'm obsessed with, but water bottles in general are something that I love. And I think a good water bottle, especially one with a straw, helps you get in more water, helps you stay hydrated, and it's summer, it's hot. You're gonna need to stay more hydrated more than usual, okay? Okay, here we go. Now, I've got a handful of bevies I want to talk about. Some of them are adult bevies, some of them are just normal energy drinks. Now, I think most energy drink companies say like above the age of 18 you can purchase. Under the age of 18, I think they ID you, I'm not sure. But I've got a handful to talk about. Well, I've got 2 brands to talk about. One of which is the Rock's new brand, Zoa. I have been loving this energy drink. I got the flavor Super Berry. I love anything berry flavor, and especially anything blue. If it is blue, I'm gonna try it. I really like it. It's got 0 sugar. It's got, you know, it's only 15 calories, and I like that it's a bigger can compared to like the kind of skinnier cans. I don't know why. I think something about the size of it just feels better, and I feel like that sounds kind of silly, but it does. You know, the macros are great. 0 grams of fat, 0 grams of protein, and 3 grams of carbs. So it's really only adding 15 calories and 3 carbs into your diet. Not terrible. What I also like about the Zoas is that they're not crazy high in caffeine. They're high enough that you're gonna feel a little bit more energized, but not too high, that you're gonna be like jumping off the walls. I guess it also depends on you and your caffeine strength, weakness, I don't know what the word is, sensitivity, your caffeine sensitivity. I'm not too like sensitive when it comes to caffeine, but I feel like I can tell the difference a little bit, especially when it comes to later in the day. So most, I think, have around 200 milligrams. This has 16 milligrams, and it's all natural caffeine as well. And again, you know, no synthetic colors, no preservatives or artificial flavors. Really good, and especially a lot of good ingredients, which I'm always really like happy about. Now, another that I've been loving is C4 Energy. I think that these are so good, and I forget which one it was, but these are maybe one of the best energy drinks I've ever tasted, between of taste, flavor, carbonation. They're 0 sugar. They're, again, you know, good ingredients. They've got something they call Super Brain Performance Fuel, which I found that sounds a little bit goofy. But it's supposed to be really good for your cognitive function. It's supposed to help with like memory recall and things like that. So they've got like cognizant, that's what they call it in the thing. In terms of this, 0 calories, 0 sugar. The macros are literally 0 everything. So again, these are not adding calories or messing up your macros at all, which is kind of even better. And again, I like that kind of bigger can compared to the skinnier, smaller cans. And let's see, these bad boys, they also are really high in vitamin B12, literally 250% on both of them, which I think is pretty crazy, but also kind of good. You know, a little extra source of vitamins here and there is never terrible. And these have 200 milligrams of caffeine. So definitely a bit higher in caffeine, so maybe not having it as late in the day. But again, 40 milligrams difference. Some people that's a big deal, some people it's not. Depends on you and your own sensitivity. I've tried and loved both these flavors, which is Freedom Ice and Peach Mango Nectar. I will say that this literally tastes like one of those firecracker like ice pops that you get in like the summer. I feel like on any given ice cream truck. This is exactly what that reminds me of. And then the Peach Mango Nectar, I don't even know how to describe it, but it is so good. It's so refreshing, and especially so summery. Like, I feel like summer is such a peach mango time of year, and I'm here for it. Now, actually, I did get a request to speak about some more adult bevies, and so we've got 2 that I have loved throughout the last like couple of weeks. Now, these are kind of both like indie brands when it comes to like bevies. Now, this is called Inflorescence, and it is a sour double IPA. What? That I've never tried a sour IPA. I don't think of those 2 things together at all, and I feel like this is the type of thing that if you're someone that doesn't really like beer, you might actually like this because it's got a smoother texture and the consistency to it. It's not very hoppy and like bitter. And again, it's sour, so it's like, I don't know, functions a little bit more like a cider compared to like some of those like strong bitter beers that you'll get. I have been loving this, and this is by Hudson Valley Brewing. And then the next one I've got is an elderflower lemonade, and it's like a little vodka soda. It basically kind of tastes like a big kid Sprite. Like the flavoring is so subtle. You can easily drink this on your own. Literally is a cocktail in a can. But if you want to get a little crazier in the kitchen and doing a little bit more with the shakers and whatnot, this is something that I feel like would mix really well with a bunch of different things as well. Now, surprisingly, we don't have too many snacks in this video, and I feel like usually we do have a couple of snacks, but we always have one, and that is going to be LivBar. Now, LivBar is a company, they reached out to me on Instagram and asked me if I wanted to try something, and I was like, yeah, of course. These are so good, and the flavors are so interesting. LivBar is really cool because they're a small brand based out of, I think it's either Oregon or Washington. They're a really small brand still, but I think they've got some really great ethos. I mean, all of the packaging on their bars, oh, that's why I didn't say what they are. They're basically kind of like granola bars, kind of. All of their bars are made from compostable wrappers, so they're better for the environment. Every single ingredient is something that you can literally name and list. I mean, you've got pumpkin seeds, hemp seeds, flax meal, honey, coconut. So you've got all ingredients that you can say, let alone that you actually know what they are. They're not too bad in calories, 170 calories, 16 grams of fat, 16 grams of carbs, and 6 grams of protein. And every single bar is gluten-free, soy-free, dairy-free, corn-free, and GMO-free. And you do have a couple that are vegan as well. They just have the coolest flavors. I mean, my favorite is probably this coffee maple cacao or the blueberry vanilla kale. That one I like as well. I've absolutely been loving these, either just having them as a quick snack, crumbling them up on top of my yogurt or like a smoothie bowl instead of adding granola. A lot of granolas are really high in like sugar and artificial flavoring, where these are literally, again, you know everything that's in them. So definitely stay tuned on my Instagram or follow me over there, because I'm actually going to be doing a giveaway very, very soon. So if you want a chance to try them for free, definitely check out my Instagram account. No favorites video is complete without obviously talking about Gymshark, one of my favorite brands of all time. I feel like you guys have probably seen this jumper a few times. This is the men's Restore jumper or sweater, I forget what they call it on the website. It is so soft, and one thing I love for summer, especially for summer nights, especially if you're like at the beach or in the woods or camping or things like that, is a nice lightweight hoodie. This is so good. Sometimes I swear, if you're not shopping in the men's section of Gymshark, what are you doing? I feel like they have some of the best like loungewear, and especially when it comes to like the sweatshirts, obsessed. Another thing, so I got a couple of random things in the Gymshark sale. I had a gift card, and I was looking and I was like, some of these prices are insane. And I got a bathing suit. I have never once tried Gymshark bathing suits until I saw this little bad boy. This is super cute. I like that somewhat more of a square, more athletic cut, but then the back is nice and low, so it'll show off your back a lot. And the fact that it actually has like a bra clasp, I just love that. I tried it on and it is so flattering, and I got the matching bottoms. Now I don't know the name of this off the top of my head, but I'll definitely link it in the description box. The bottoms to match, they're like, I like that they have like this V cut rather than being like cut straight across. They're cut like a V, and they actually have a seam like going up the cheeks. So I feel like that'll be nice and flattering on the booty, which I will show you guys what it looks like on. I got a large in both top and bottom. And another bathing suit that I am in love with, which you definitely have seen, especially if you're on my Instagram, is this gorgeous top from Apollo and Sage. Now, Apollo and Sage is Morgan Rose Maroney and Steve Cook's brand. They're both Gymshark athletes. They recently got engaged. Oh my gosh, I literally cried watching their engagement videos. So beautiful. But they created their own swimwear line. This bathing suit is so gorgeous. I'll pop a picture up over here somewhere. It's just so nice. I love the way that it is like a wired like bra, so especially for my chestier girls like myself, it really kind of cups you and holds you, but then it ties in the back, which I think is a really interesting feature. But it's not like a super thin tie. It's like nice and thick, so you can definitely tie it and feel secure. And then it does have adjustable straps as well. I do believe right now this is sold out, but I'm pretty sure Morgan said that they are going to be restocking soon and possibly coming in new colors. But the quality of this, definitely amazing. I know the sizing, I think if you're in between sizes, definitely size up. I followed the size guide, and I still think this fits me a little bit smaller than I would like it to be, but it kind of works out for me anyways, because then I'm just like, going back to Gymshark, another thing that I absolutely love, and especially I feel like it's great for any season, is the women's training cropped hoodie. I love this. I feel like it's a modest crop compared to some things that Gymshark does. Like Gymshark does things sometimes that are literally like barely cover your areola because they're so cropped, and then they do ones like this that's a more modest cropped, that it's like a little bit more kind of at the bottom of your waistline, in my opinion. And it actually does kind of taper on the side, so it's a little bit lower in the back than it is in the front, which I love. I feel like, especially on me with the way my proportions are, I feel like that slight extra length is very flattering on me. This is something that is super inexpensive more often than not, and especially if it's on sale. I grabbed another one. I think this is my 4th one. Don't tell my mom. But I wear these cropped hoodies all the time, and I want to get one that wasn't such a dark color. I think my other ones are black, like dark green, like a taupe color. So I got this like gorgeous like seafoam green, mint green color. Super, super love, and I feel like because they're lightweight, and they're also, again, inside they're not super heavy, super, I don't know what word I'm trying to think of. Like, they're not that crazy soft material that like is gonna make you feel really, really warm and cozy. They'll still keep you warm, but they're still a little bit more of a lightweight sweater. And then last but not least, we have this jumper from Lucy and Yak. I have been loving this so much. I wore this for my birthday. I feel like when you put this on, I just feel like the sun. It's nice and stretchy, like corduroy. And though it's called a mini penny, like AKA it's supposed to be really short compared to the midi, I don't find it's super, super too short on me. Maybe that's because I'm not the tallest person, but because it has adjustable straps, you literally tie them yourself. You can make it a little bit longer, a little bit looser, like you can tie it to where you want it to hang. And because the whole thing is gonna hang from your shoulders, then the whole thing kind of adjusts. I absolutely love this, and it's surprisingly lightweight considering it is corduroy. I've always kind of thought of corduroy with like fall and winter, but this is like a very light corduroy. It's stretchy, and again, this yellow, I love it so much. All right, that is gonna be it for this video. I feel like it's a little bit of a long one, so I'm gonna get to editing, hopefully cut it down a little bit so you're not watching me talk for too long. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you did like this video, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you like the vibe. And comment Buzz if you're still here, because of our boy, Buzz Lightyear. Thank you guys so much for watching. Goodbye!